Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys. Well, tonight you know that we get the new episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So tomorrow we will be back for Hot Messy Topics, our members only Vanderpump Rules live. I mean, so much. We literally have so much to get planned over the next month and a half. We have so many surprises for you guys that I can't wait to share, but it's just like, it's mind blowing. It's so hard to keep up with, which is great. It's a great problem to have. But guys, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. It looks like Margaret Joseph's ex BFF Laura has re-entered the chat with leaked text messages, and Teresa Giudice is sharing the hardest thing about being married to Louis. What? All right. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, show some love, get subscribed. Let's do it.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Okay, guys, so I wanted to start first with the Teresa Giudice drama because Teresa Giudice is sharing the hardest thing about marriage to Louis. Plus, Louis is explaining why he called Joe Giudice on their wedding day. Thank you to Reality Blurb for just keeping it, well, shady as hell. Teresa Giudice opened up about the one challenge she has in her marriage to her husband, Louis Ruelas, during a recent interview. Now, as the Real Housewives of New Jersey couple discussed their first year of marriage and the hardships they faced due to their roles on the show, Louis explained why he called Teresa's ex-husband, Joe, on the day that they tied the knot. I called him basically just to let him know that everything's going to be okay, that we're a team. It felt right to call him and talk to him because he's a good father. He definitely makes lemonade out of lemons, and it's something that people don't see out there. And I just wanted to acknowledge him for that. Okay. Teresa and Joe were married for 20 years and share four daughters, Gia, Gabriella, Melania, and Adriana. And because Louis planned to be all hands on deck with the children, he felt the call was important. As Louis also noted, he shares a similar dynamic with his former wife, Marissa DiMartino, the mother of his two sons, Nicholas and Louis Jr. In fact, as New Jersey fans may have heard, he and Teresa spent time with Marissa in Atlantic City last year as they celebrated the birthday of Louis Jr. So it seems like right now they're both just trying to get along with each other's exes, but it's a lot easier. First of all, especially if Louis is going to do his best to make sure that Joe Giudice and Melissa and some of these other people who he might feel like could be a threat because they keep raising awareness to these red flags. Let's get them out of the picture. Let's get them out of the picture. But what will keep me strong in the family and make me still look like $1 million? Well, all I have to do is get along with the girl's father. And that's easy because the girl's father is deported. He's not here. I don't have to see him. I don't have to face him. I really don't have to explain much to him. And as long as I keep in communication and be that that lifeline for him, then I'm okay. Then I still look like a good guy. That's what it screams to me. But hold on. He said, we spent the weekend together. We went out for some dinner and it was so nice. It was a fun night. It was really nice. As for the future, Teresa and Louis are planning to travel to the Bahamas for another family visit with Joe. I'm so happy we did it, Teresa said of their initial visit in 2021. It made my daughters so happy. And I was like, thank you so much for doing that. It wasn't my idea. It was his. So Louis gets to take the credit for it. But then after I did it, I'm like, thank you, because it made the girls happy. Although marriage has been great so far for the couple, Teresa admitted to one hard thing, and she said, the only hard thing has been like the show, unfortunately. This is not what he's used to, so it's like, poor guy. He didn't meet just a regular random girl, so that was, I'm sure, challenging for him, but I feel bad that I had to put him through that. Meanwhile, after noting that the Real Housewives of New Jersey has been an issue, Louis said that he and Teresa have a great life at home. Putting aside the show, because it's a separate issue, it's a different kind of environment. Real life for us has been amazing. Waking up with your partner is nice. When you're in the right relationship, you kind of know it. It's like every day feels short. We do dinners every night. We cook together. It's really nice to have like a lot of structure here in the house with the girls. We have 4 dogs. We live for our kids. It's really beautiful. You get to this place and actually have time. We have time to focus on the children and what's important, where they're going, what their next steps are. So it sounds like, honestly, life is great without the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So does that mean, Teresa, that eventually you might be put in a position where you have to choose between The Real Housewives of New Jersey or Louis Ruelas? I mean, that's a great question. It's a fair question. It's a fair question because you never know if he gives her that ultimatum. Chris Humphries gave the same ultimatum to Kim Kardashian. Look where that got him. Okay, so now we're going to pan over to Margaret Josephs because her ex BFF Laura has leaked text messages to refute the claims of what led to the end of her friendship. And the messages are here. Again, reality blurb with the shady post. I love it. Margaret Joseph's former bestie, Laura Jensen, dropped an alleged text exchange of what reportedly led to the end of her friendship with Margaret. Before the current season, Laura warned castmates about Margaret's alleged actions, including a claim that she spread a cheating rumor about Melissa Gorga. Now, in a recent clip shared by Bravo, Margaret claimed that Laura warned her to check herself after Margaret chose to take her husband Joe as a +1 to a party instead of Laura. However, the following messages paint a different picture than Margaret's on-screen version of events. According to the alleged text exchange shared via screenshots by all Real Housewives of New Jersey facts on Instagram, Margaret indicated that she was now taking her husband to the party after a wrestling event was canceled. Hi, I'm backing out of our Cadillac trip. I'm getting my booster Saturday. I'm paranoid having visions of a ruined Christmas like last year, and I have to get C tested to get to a party. Steven called me too. He's worried because everyone in New York City is sick and he's waiting till after New Year's. He'll call to reschedule. Call me when you can. I just want Christmas to be good. I prepaid. She said, okay, no worries. I'm bailing on New Year's Eve. Hope you don't mind. I want to go to Sagamore to the spa. Okay. This is what she's saying to Margaret. I'm off for the week and just want to relax. Also, I don't know if you remember that you invited me Friday night. She said, I get it about New Year's Eve. Going away is more fun. No worries. For Friday, the boys aren't going out now since wrestling was canceled, so I may have to take Joe as my +1. Brian Kelly is being very careful with keeping it small because of the C word is back up in the city. Only allowed +1. If Joe doesn't come, obviously I'm taking you. Laura said, no worries. You had said you were going with Lexi, so I don't need to go. Take them. I will hang with Dave. Okay. Then she said, Lexi had her own invite. She's close with them and didn't get a +1. She said, great. Have fun. Things get lost in text on both ends. I'm upset this keeps happening. This came from Margaret. This is not a Margaret issue. Holy shit. This is actually, Laura sounds like the one who's a little off here. And Laura said, nothing lost in text. We spoke in person the other night. It's totally fine. Plans change. Was there any type of indication that anything was lost? I fully understand. It's a party. It's not a fucking wedding. And Margaret responded with, yes, we spoke in person. We said Joe was going out with Dave and others to wrestling. I invited you as my +1. I didn't get into details about the invite. Who is invited, Lexi's invite, etc. Not necessary. I thought it would be nice to take you since Joe couldn't make it. The plans did change and Joe wasn't going to wrestling and is going to the party. I can't add anyone or I would. You write in hostility about things that are out of my control and you make assumptions that I'm taking Lexi, like instead of you. It's upsetting to explain myself constantly. She also said, I never get offended when plans change. I do feel like you have underlying animosity towards me and I can't do right by you. This is all coming from Margaret to Laura. Laura said, you're really going far afield to try to explain why something that I didn't ask for an explanation on. I made a comment that had no hostility, blatant lie. You are totally misunderstanding and out of line telling me I have animosity. It's a bunch of bullshit. You're creating false narratives for what? I don't even know. Is it that you want me to have animosity and hostility because I am calling bullshit on this whole made up story that you turned it into something that was absolutely nothing? Stop picking my words apart when I'm at work and can't really talk. Check yourself and don't ever tell me you can't do right by me. I'm fucking fuming right now. How dare you? Okay, the Laura woman sounds completely unhinged. I never have spoken to you this way ever. You can't have a civil text or conversation when telling me to check myself. I didn't pick your words apart. I know you very well and know your inflection. You just crossed a boundary I'm not interested in. I mean, again, I would never speak that way to you. Let's take a break. She said, wow, exactly what you were aiming for. Okay, no, hold on. Wait a minute. Nope. The Lauren woman is absolutely This is not a Margaret problem. This is a Laura problem. I'm calling bullshit. If anybody's calling bullshit on anything, it's on Laura. Laura, sorry, you lose. Margaret, if anything, you leaking the text just made Margaret look 10 times better. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. So go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. And more importantly, before you go, don't forget hot, messy topics and members only tomorrow. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.